Hello students, welcome to the statistics class. Today we shall discuss the remaining problems based on a pie chart. Here 26th problem is for the following data regarding the income of the government from different sources. Draw a pie chart and component diagram. Here for the following data regarding the income of the government from different sources, draw a pie chart and component diagram. Here there are given sources with respect to revenues. Sources are customs, excise, income tax, corporate tax, miscellaneous and total. Here the revenues is measured in terms of million rupees. Here first one is 80, excise 190, income tax 160, corporate tax 75, miscellaneous 75 and total is 540. Here you have to calculate angles. You have to calculate angles. Here the total, the circle is 360 degree. You have to find angles. First one. Here then how to calculate angle? Angle of an interior item equal to interior value divided by total value into 360 degree. Here the interior item can be calculated as angle can be calculated as interior value divided by total value into 360. Here angle first one is 80, interior value is 80. Here 80 is the customs. 80 divided by total value is 560. Here total is 560 into 360. Here 80 divided by 560 into 360 is 51.42. Then you write 51 degree. First 51. The next 190 divided by, so it is 540. 80 divided by 540 into 360. 53.33. 53.33 means it is 53. 53. The next one, 190 divided by 540 into 360, then you get the 126.66 means 127. The next 160 divided by 540 into 360, then you get 106.66. Next 75 divided by 540 into 360, then you get 50. Next 35 divided by 540 into 360. Then you get 23.33 means take 23 degree. Here you have to count all the angles. 53 plus 127 plus 107 plus 50 plus 23. Then we get 360 exactly. We will get 360. Answer is that total is 360. Next, we have to draw a pie diagram. Here we have to draw pie diagram. degree. Means here 127 degree is 127 degree. It is 127 degree. The next angle is 107 degree. 107 degree. Here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 18, 127 degree. Sorry, 107. 107 long here. 107. It is 107 degree. The next one is 50 degree. To distinguish the different components, it should be shaded or colorings. Here, and index is provided for easy reference. It is nothing but customs. It indicates customs. The next. It indicates excise. Next one. It indicates income tax. Next. Here it indicates corporate tax. And last one is gross, is miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Okay, it is a pie diagram for showing the revenues, for showing the income of the governments. Okay, it is about the pie chart minus 46 problem. Here, first we have to find the angles. Here, the angle can be divided by the angle can be calculated as angle of integral item equal to integer value divided by total value equal to 360 degree. Okay, integer value is 80 and total item is 540. 80 divided by 540 into 360, then we get 53 degree. The next 190 divided by 540 into 360, then we get 127 up to so on. 35 divided by 540 into 360, then we get 23 degree. Okay, and you have to draw a circle. A circle is divided into segments to represent the components. Okay, here to distinguish the components, to distinguish the set the region or colorings etc. to be used, and index is provided for easy reference. Okay, it is about the pie chart. Okay, the next problem Here the problem so based on the diagrammatic. The next we shall start a graphical presentation of the data. Okay. Next one is we have the diagrammatic over. The next point is graphical. Here the graphical presentation of frequency distribution. Graphical presentations of frequency distribution. Next we have to start graphical method. Here the sum of the graphical methods are some of the important graphical methods are the totally 4 methods are there. One is histogram, second one is frequency polygon, third one is frequency curve, and fourth one is overviews. Otherwise, it is also called as a cumulative frequency curve. Cumulative frequency curve. Here there are totally 4 methods are there. One is histogram, second one is frequency polygon, third one is frequency curve, and fourth one is overviews. Okay, now let us start with histogram. The first one is histogram. Here, what is a histogram? Here, histogram is nothing but I think here the histogram, it is a graphical representation of frequency distribution. The graphical representation of frequency distribution is called a histogram. The graphical representation of frequency distribution is said to be histogram. Okay, it can be shown in graphically. Here, the histograms are. Here, the histogram is constructed for histogram is constructed for continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. Suppose if the data are continuous, then only you have to draw a histogram. Okay, suppose if the data are discrete, it cannot be draw histogram. Here, histogram is constructed for continuous frequency distribution. Here, the data should be continuous, not discrete. Okay. The next one here. Here, the frequency distribution is represented by. Here, the frequency distribution is represented by set of rectangular bars here. The frequency distribution is represented by a set of rectangular bars with area of the rectangles with area of rectangles proportional to. See here, the area of the rectangles. Here, area of the rectangles proportional to the class frequency. Proportional to the class frequency. Here, the area of the rectangular is proportional You have to draw a rectangular bar. The rectangular bars with the area of the rectangular proportional to the class frequency. Here, the rectangles are drawn. The rectangles are drawn by here the class interval against class frequency. Here, the class limits against class frequency. It is a set of rectangular bars with the area of the rectangles proportional to the class frequency. Okay, that's got it. Okay, the next one. Here, suppose if equal width class are given, if equal width class are given. Okay, it is nothing but suppose if the class intervals are equal. Suppose if the class intervals are equal, that is, if equal width class are given, the rectangles are drawn with the rectangles are drawn with the height equal to class frequency. Height equal to class frequency. See, with height equal to class frequency by taking class interval as a basis. By taking class intervals as basis. See, here listen. Okay, here the class limits are taking along x-axis. The class limits are taken along x-axis and the frequencies are taken along y-axis. Class limits here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, these are class limits. Here the class limits are taking along x-axis and frequencies are taken along y-axis. Here, if equal width class intervals are given, suppose if the class intervals are equal, then the rectangles are drawn with height equal to class frequency. Then the rectangles are drawn with height equal to class frequency by taking class interval as a basis. Means you have to draw the x-axis. Okay, suppose but the class intervals are equal width, then the class intervals are drawn against the frequencies. The class intervals are drawn against the frequencies. Okay, the next, if unequal width class are given, the rectangles are drawn with height equal to frequency density. By taking class intervals as a basis. See here, suppose if the class intervals are unequal width, then the rectangles are drawn with height equal to frequency densities. Suppose the class intervals are unequal width, then the rectangles are drawn with height equal to frequency densities. Here, the class intervals are drawn against the frequency densities. You have already studied, you have already learned about the frequency densities. Then what is the frequency densities? It is the ratio of class frequency to the width of that class interval. It is the ratio of class frequency to the width of that class interval is called frequency densities. Okay, here you have to find the frequency densities for each values. You have to find the frequency densities for each values. Okay, suppose the class intervals are of unequal width, then the rectangles are drawn with height equal to frequency densities by taking class interval as a basis. means x-axis. You have taken class intervals are taken along the x-axis. Okay. While drawing a histogram, the inclusive classes should be converted into exclusive classes. While drawing a histogram, the inclusive classes should be converted into exclusive classes. Inclusive class intervals should be converted into exclusive class intervals. Here, what is inclusive class interval? Here, 0 to 9 is said to be inclusive. 10 to 19, these are said to be inclusive. It should be converted into exclusive. Means 0 to 10, 10 to 20, these are exclusive. If upper limit of the one class is not repeated as the lower limit of the next class interval, then it is said to be inclusive. Then what is exclusive? If upper limit of the one class is repeated as the lower limit of the next class interval, then it is said to be exclusive. Here, while drawing the histogram, the inclusive classes should be converted into exclusive classes. Okay. From the histogram, the mode of the distribution can be obtained. From the histogram, mode of the distributions can be obtained. See here, with the help of histogram, we can find the mode values. With the help of histogram, we can find the mode values. Here, from the histogram, mode of the distributions can be obtained. Okay. Here, on joining the midpoints of the upper sides of the rectangles, a frequency polygon is obtained. See here, histogram is, for example, see, it is a histogram. Here, then find the frequency polygons on joining the midpoints of the upper sides of the rectangle. It is the midpoints of the upper sides of the rectangle. On joining the midpoints of the upper sides of the rectangles by a straight line is a, then we get a frequency polygon. See. It is said to be frequency polygon. Here, on joining the midpoints of the upper sides of the rectangles, a frequency polygon is obtained. Okay. The next, on joining the midpoints of the upper sides of the rectangles by smooth curve, is that then we have to obtain the frequency curve. Okay. The next, we shall discuss about the frequency polygon and frequency curves. Yes, what is histogram? Histogram is nothing but it is a graphical representation of frequency distribution. Here, a frequency distribution. Here, the frequency distribution is represented by a set of rectangular bars. The frequency distribution is represented by set of rectangular bars with area of the rectangle proportional to class frequency. Here, while drawing a histogram, the inclusive class interval should be converted into exclusive class interval. From the histogram, we can find the mode values. From the help of histogram, we can find the mode values. Okay. The next second one is frequency polygon, and third one is frequency curve. Next one is the frequency, second one is frequency polygon and third one is frequency curve. Okay, the frequency polygon and frequency curve. What is the frequency polygon and what is the frequency curve? Here, what is histogram? It is a graphical representation of frequency distribution is said to be histogram. Then what is the frequency polygon? Here, the frequency polygon is obtained by joining these points by straight line. A frequency polygon is obtained by by joining these points by straight line is called a frequency polygon. Here, what is frequency polygon? A frequency polygon is obtained by joining these points by straight line. A frequency polygon is obtained by joining these points by straight line. See, for example, it is a straight line. Here, a frequency polygon is obtained by joining these points by straight line. Here, see, on joining the midpoints of the upper sides of the rectangles, on joining the midpoints of the upper sides of the rectangles, a frequency polygon is obtained. See here, a frequency polygon is obtained by joining these points by straight line is called a frequency polygon. Then what is a frequency curve? A frequency curve is obtained by joining these points by free angle curve or smooth curve or free angle curve. Here, what is the frequency curve? A frequency curve is obtained by joining these points by smooth curve, like this. It is a curve. It is said to be curve. Here, on joining the midpoints of the upper sides of the rectangles by smooth curve is called a frequency curve. It is said to be frequency curve. Suppose if equal width class intervals are given, if equal width class intervals are given, suppose if equal width class intervals are given, then the frequencies, class frequencies are plotted against plotted against class mid values. See here, suppose if the class intervals are of type equal, then the class frequencies are plotted against the class mid values. Suppose if the class intervals are equal width, then the class frequency with respect to class mid values. Class frequencies are drawn against class mid values. Okay. Next, if unequal width, if unequal width class intervals are given, frequency densities are plotted against class mid values. Here, the two conditions are there. The first condition is, suppose if the class intervals are of type equal, then class frequencies are plotted against class mid values. And second condition is, if the class intervals are of type unequal width, then the frequency densities are plotted against the class mid values. Okay, here frequency densities. What is frequency density? It is a ratio of class frequency to the width of that class interval. The ratio of class frequency to the width of that class interval is called frequency densities. That's what it. What is a frequency polygon? A frequency polygon is obtained by joining these points by straight line. This is said to be a frequency polygon. Then what is frequency curve? A frequency curve is obtained by joining these points by smooth curve. Smooth curve means that is p-handed curve. It is called a frequency curve. Okay, the total two conditions are there in both the cases. Here, the first one is, suppose if the class intervals are of type equal width, then class frequencies are plotted against the class mode values. If unequal width are given, then frequency densities are plotted against the class mid values. Okay, it is about frequency polygon and frequency curve. Okay, now let us discuss the problems based on histogram, frequency polygon and frequency curve. Here the first problem is, here in 27 problem they are given, draw a histogram from the following data. Draw a histogram from the following data. Here they are given class interval with respect to frequencies. Class intervals are 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. With respect to frequencies are 10, 15, 40, 30 and 60. Here first we have to identify the given class intervals are equal or unequal. Here they are given equal width. Then we have to choose, suppose if the class intervals are of type equal width, then the class limits are plotted against the frequencies, that is class frequencies. Okay. See, here scale x-axis 1 centimeter equal to, see, in x-axis we have to take class intervals. Here start from 10 to 60 minutes. We have to take 1 centimeter equal to 10 minutes. The next y-axis, one centimeter equal to, see here 15, 14, 30. Y also we have to take 5 minutes. Y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 5 minutes. We have to take 1 centimeter equal to 5 minutes. This one twice. You may take 10 minutes also. Here the first x-axis 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60 and 70. Okay, the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. Okay, the next you have to draw a histogram. Here they are given inclusive exclusive class interval. Okay, here the first one, here the bars are attached. Here 10 to 20. Here 10 to 20 frequency is what? Here the class limits are plotted against the frequencies. Here 10 to 20 is are given. 10 to 20 is what? 10. 10 to 20. First we have to draw a 10 to 20 rectangle. Here 10 to 20 rectangle height equal to 10. The next second rectangle, that is 20 to 30 rectangle is 15. The next third one, 30 to 40 rectangle is 40. The next 40 to 50 is 30. 40 to 50 is 30. The next last one is, sorry, 40 to 50 is 30. 50 to 60 is 16. Last one, 50 to 60 is 16. See, it is a histogram. It is said to be histogram. Draw a histogram from the following data. Means here first you have to choose first draw the first rectangle, that is 10 20. 10 to 20 height is what? 10. Next 20 to 30 height is 15. Here the bars are attached. Okay, 30 to 40 height is 40, and 30 to 40 height is 30, and last one is 50 to 60 height is 16. Okay, it is a histogram. Okay, suppose find the mode values. Also find mode values. Here, how to calculate mode? Here, the value of the mode can be calculated with the help of histogram. Here, highest frequency is 40. Okay, highest value is this one, 30 to 40. Here, you have to join the in highest interval ಅನ್ನು ಚೂಸ್ ಈ highest interval ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೈಡ್ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಗೆ ಟಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. then we get a and draw a line perpendicular to x axis. Then here it is a z value. Here it is 35 36. Therefore the z equal what? 36. Z equal what? The mode value is 36. Okay, ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? highest rectangle ಯಾವಾಗ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋಲ್ಲ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು x axis ಗೆ ಡ್ರಾ ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ x axis ಗೆ ಸಿಗುವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, that value is said to be mode. Okay, this is a mode. Okay, next got it. Next problem. Here in 27th problem they are given draw a frequency polygon from the following data. Draw a frequency polygon from the following data. Here, see here 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. Here the bits are equal. Then the class frequencies are drawn against, plotted against the class frequencies are plotted against the class bit values. Okay, here scale your bit scale. Here they are given directly bit point values. Scale x axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. Next y axis, lowest is 5, highest is 5 units. We take 1 centimeter equal to 5 units. Highest is 25. Here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, the next you have to plot the point. Here the class are equal. Then the class frequencies are plotted against the class values. Here, see here mid value is 15. They are not active values. Okay, here 15 is what? 5. 15 is 5. See here mid value is 15. Okay, here 15 is 5. Next here you have to mark the point. Next 25 is 12. 25 is 12. The next 35 is 25. 45 is 18. 55 is 10. 65 is 6. 75 is 2. Draw a straight line, then we get a frequency polygon. See, polygon. See, here the class frequencies are plotted against the frequencies. Sorry, class mid values. Class frequencies are plotted against the class mid values. Okay, here here the mid value is 15. Here mid value 15 is the height is not 5. At 75 is 12 up to so on. At 75 height is 2. And draw a straight line. Then we get a frequency polygon. Then we obtain the frequency polygon. On joining these points by a straight line. On joining these points by a straight line, then we get a frequency polygon. It is about frequency polygon. Okay. The next problem, the remaining problems we shall discuss in the next class. Okay. Thank you.